The ball is always in your court, guys. Going back to this is for a group who it resonates with. This joke that I heard from a comedian. Okay, if this joke resonates with you, you're in this group. Women sleep with a guy, and then they wonder, why doesn't he pick me up at the airport? And then meanwhile, guys pick up a girl at the airport and wonder, why isn't she sleeping with me? Okay, so if you're in this group of people, there's mixed signals, there's a certain dynamic going on, and there's a certain reflection going on. I am friggin' terrified right now. Like, I've never been more scared ever to put out a video. It took me 3 days of going through fear and pain from the core wound, and now I just realize it might not be all my fear. It might be this guy who's in my field that I'm picking up on, because I'm an empath. And I'm a very powerful empath. So guess what? If a guy that is scoping me out feels insecure, how do you expect me to feel? I'm going to feel insecure. And this is, again, another difference between men and women. Women tend to be way more empathic. Men have fewer words, and they're much more clear with their words. They tend to be better at speaking truth concisely. And the divine feminine right now wants to talk. And I don't think in my life I have ever been received well speaking my truth of how I feel, basically never believed or misunderstood or projected upon from the Father. And this is the group that I'm talking about. If you had an outstanding father figure in your life, or outstanding authority figure that taught you self-confidence from a very young age and taught you self-worth from a young age, this video is not for you. But you can watch it to be enlightened about what other people are going through. So I speak guided from source. This is all based on, a couple things. I had a download, was it last week or the week before, of Saturn. The video is called When You See This, Your Divine Inheritance is Granted. It's on YouTube. I'm not sure if it's on the other social medias. And 10 months ago, Gundam, I freed a whole bunch of women from their Gundam suits. You might want to go back and watch that video. This is on a line of a certain group, a wave of the collective. All right? Yeah, I'm emotional, but this is not drama. This is to end the suffering. Okay, this is my goal. I have a big, big purpose, and so do you if you're watching this. Your purpose is probably way bigger than you realize. And so this is where we're at, what I see from the higher levels, what nobody else seems to be picking up on or talking about. Okay, I work at very high levels, metaphorical levels, egregore. So get out of your logical mind and just know that wound attracts wound. Okay, that's a truth. It's going to resonate to your core. Now, there's groups of men and groups of women who are both wounded. And they are not going back ever, ever to the suffering that they experienced. And that's the truth. Where do we go from here? These men, first, let me tell you, you are needed. We want you. And you're doing a great job. But if you are not leading and expecting the woman to make the first move, and if you're in an I, me, mine, what can I get out of this from the get-go, it's never going to work. Because what happened with you is you went into a relationship, you put a woman on a pedestal and she treated you like crap, right? Okay? But the thing is, you're out there thinking all women are like that. And right now you're reflecting a completely different group of women. You're reflecting the group of women who have never been put on a pedestal in their entire lives. They don't know what it's like to receive love. They don't know what that is, okay? And they've healed and they're open, but they're never going to lead because they learned that just gets them used for sex. You're not going to watch this if I'm talking truth and crying. Let's say, like, show you cleavage, right? Men are visual. And so women put out these signals, and then guys think they just want sex. And that is not what you should be leading with. Women don't, these women, okay, when women are younger playing the field, the women who broke your heart, yeah, they just wanted sex. They didn't know what they wanted, let alone who they wanted. It's later on in life that they know exactly what they want. And they're much more open, and they are, the only times in their life they've ever been put on a pedestal was to be love bombed and used for sex after. And in entire so-called relationships that weren't real relationships are just used for sex. So they're so used to being used for sex, they are never going to make the first move. The most you're going to get is a little smile. And they're going to be really shy about it. It's going to be hard to catch that smile. So girls, you have to get more brave. But the thing is, like Emily King, I don't know if you watch her. She's great to watch if your ego has been destroyed. She'll rebuild your ego, but she doesn't give the next steps of what to actually do. She's only talking for the group of women who were put on a pedestal and who treated good guys like crap. And now these are not the women that you're reflecting. So you have two groups of wounded men and wounded women that are reflecting each other, so they're therefore going to be attracted to each other because wound attracts wound, except now they're healed. These women are healed. The men, a lot of men are healed, but a lot of men think they're healed, and they're not. They're just comfortable. And because they're comfortable, they think they're healed. And you know, if you're not out there, if you don't have the courage to put your heart on the line, not lead with sex, but be serious and real. If you want a relationship, don't be leading with sex. These women are incredibly insecure, and they are more secure than they've ever been in their life now, but they still don't know what it's like to receive love. And the last bit of their healing, what they really need is to know that it's safe to receive. And that's it. So if you can go out and start giving to women and not call it simping, just simply being a man, you guys really shot yourself in the foot with that simping BS, okay? Because it is in a man's nature to serve a woman, to make her smile. It makes a man smile, it makes a man feel like a man when he makes a woman smile. If you're doing that to a woman who doesn't like it, who's being really rude with you, then stop. That would be simping. If you would be taking abuse for doing nice things, that's simping. But just getting a woman flowers, just being nice, that is natural, that is normal, and that is so needed, because these women are just, their waters are running dry and cold. They have no man tending to their waters. So you got to go and plant your seeds. In the metaphorical sense, water them. What kind of seeds are you planting? Are you able to farm? Are you able to be consistent? Are you able to show up in truth? Because these women, they're not accepting any bullshit. And neither are you, right? But you're still, a lot of you guys are still in the ego frame of mind of me, me, mine, me, me, mine. Well, what am I going to get? What am I going to? You're not going to get anything from these women until you let them know that it's safe, because they don't want sex. They just want to be held by a man and cry. Okay, that's what they want to lead. And when they feel safe doing that, then if they feel seen, if they feel heard, if they feel like they're accepted for who they are, then they might want to have sex with you. And if they have sex with you, they're going to want it to be leading towards a relationship if it all works out. You know, not just like automatically we're in a relationship, but they want it to be like, give it a chance if I'm going to do that, because they've been destroyed too much before. Everybody in these two groups, they've had enough. And so just be reassured, neither group is going back to that abuse. So it's safe. It's safe to speak your truth, be yourself, and lead with the heart. Lead with truth. The worst thing that can happen is they're not the one.